GPT-4 is fast, smarter than 99.9% of humans in logic, language, and data. It doesn't forget. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't doubt. But here's the trap. We've started to confuse calculation with wisdom. We think the one who knows the most wins. But history tells a different story. The most powerful humans weren't always the smartest. They were the most aware, the most grounded, the most emotionally centered. Marcus Aurelius, Viktor Frankl, Buddha. None of them had superhuman IQ, but they had something AI will never have: depth, self-command, purpose. That's the kind of intelligence that changes history and rewrites destiny. They say AI now has an IQ of 150. It writes symphonies, passes bar exams, diagnoses diseases faster than doctors. The world calls it intelligence. But I'll tell you a secret. Intelligence without consciousness is just speed without direction. And that's why you, the flawed, feeling, aware human, still hold the ultimate advantage. You suffer, you wonder, you fall and rise. And because of that, you matter in ways a machine never can. Because the war for the future isn't about IQ anymore, it's about consciousness. And yours is still unmatched. What if the real machine isn't out there? It's in you. Your subconscious runs 95% of your daily thoughts and actions. It's faster than GPT, and far more dangerous if left unchecked. You scroll through endless information. You overthink. You repeat habits you swore you'd outgrow. Not because you're broken, but because your inner machine, your patterns, your wiring is on autopilot. And that's where stoicism comes in. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." GPT solves external problems, but Stoicism trains you to solve internal chaos. And that is a higher form of intelligence. In 1904, William James Sidis was born, a child prodigy with an IQ estimated between 250 to 300. By age 11, he lectured at Harvard, a real-life GPT before machines existed. But he died alone, broke, rejected by society. Why? Because raw intelligence doesn't guarantee wisdom. He never learned to master his desires, his emotions, his expectations. IQ may predict your test scores, but EQ, emotional intelligence, decides the quality of your relationships. And spiritual intelligence, that's what determines the quality of your life. Here's a truth the system will never teach you. Knowing more doesn't make you better. Processing faster doesn't make you wiser. Because intelligence without direction is like a ship without a compass. You want power in this age? Learn to sit with your pain without distraction. Learn to observe your thoughts without obeying them. Learn to say no when your body is screaming yes. These are forms of intelligence no AI will ever replicate. Because they require consciousness. They require soul. The modern world will seduce you with speed. Faster answers, faster dopamine, faster success. But speed is a trap if it leads you nowhere. The Stoics taught, "He who hurries through life hurries to his grave." GPT knows everything about logic, but it knows nothing about grief, or forgiveness, or courage in the face of uncertainty. And those are the things you're here to master. So don't let the machine intimidate you. You are not here to compute. You're here to feel, to transform, to become. Ask yourself, are you letting technology outpace your own inner development? Are you learning faster than you're healing? Are you expanding mentally but shrinking spiritually? If so, that's the danger. Not AI, not IQ, but disconnection. The strongest human in the AI era won't be the smartest, but the most sovereign, the most self-directed, the most awake. Because when you become the master of your internal operating system, no external intelligence can overpower you. The future isn't just about algorithms. It's about alignment. When you align your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, you emit a frequency that no machine can copy. That's not science fiction, that's metaphysical law. You're not a processor. You're a vessel, a soul, a field of awareness traveling through time. And that is why you still win, even if GPT scores higher. Because while machines process data, you feel, you love, you grow. And that, my friend, is divine intelligence. If you're not here to compete with machines, but to rise above them through inner mastery, subscribe to Metaframe. We don't chase knowledge, we cultivate wisdom, because in a world of artificial minds, the awakened one is unstoppable.